Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, my wonderful people? We are back with another Matic Mondays. And it is me, Travel Matic, and I have my host here, Miss Tiffany. What's going on, Tiff? Unmute your
Yeah, nothing much.
Okay.
I'm a little tired, but I'm good. How you doing?
A little tired, huh?
A little tired.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Yes. Well, if this is your first time here, welcome to Matic Mondays, where we talk about remote work, digital nomad, travel, working while traveling. For the homemakers, from the travelers that want to travel, this is your place to get all the information you need to dive deeper into learning how to get the job, the skills, transfer the skills, and all that good stuff. So hit the like button, subscribe, share this content. We'll treat you just like family here.
Yep.
So we have a great show today. We actually have additions to the show.
Okay. What we got?
We have music. You heard the music? Is the music too loud? Is it?
Turn it down a little bit. Bit. I mean, it's good for the intro, but once we start talking, we can turn it down, I think. Mocha, thanks for joining us, Mocha. I see we got a listener already on the YouTube. You can chat with us live on YouTube at Travelmatics YouTube. Come into the chat room, say hi. But Mocha, let us know if the music is too loud, since you're the first one already here.
Yes, and we were not here last Monday because my partner in crime was out of the country.
Yes.
And so to talk about her little trip abroad, which is a great segue to our guest as well. We have a guest. We got new music on the show. We got a guest, and this dude. Actually, I found him through Jermaine, which I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna talk about this on the show because we are supposed to talk about dead animals, but we're gonna do a little roundtable talk or whatever. But he is coming from the great country of the UK by way of Tottenham, if I'm pronouncing that right. We introduce our guy, Big Jake, escaped to the Dominican Republic.
Peace, love, blessings, manners, and respect and balance. Thank you for having me on, brother.
Oh, hold up. You can't be. Hey, this is his real accent here now.
Right.
This is his real Jamaican British accent. Like the Idris Elba fans. Y'all about to go.
It's Beanie Man and Idris Elba all in one.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Blessings, brother. Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Blessings.
Love. And so this is Tiffany, as I told you before.
Salute, Tiffany. Blessings.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Jay.
Brightness up.
And she was in your neck of the woods, man. And I had so much going on. I was telling her she was doing her thing, and she was in London and Paris. And just tell them, Tiff, where you was at.
So, stayed in central London, but was all over London. First of all, I want to be clear that going to Europe was not on my agenda this year. This was literally booked it like a month before I went. I have a friend who was there for work. She's in Munich now. So she got to Munich today. So I'm going to be in London for 30 days. Then I'll be in Munich for 30 days. Why don't you meet me in one of those two locations? So I said, bet. I'm going to meet you. So when she told me she's going to be in London in September, I was hoping it was going to be October because I wanted to kind of go somewhere in October. I just came back from somewhere. So I was like looking financially to go in October, but she said September. I made it work, and I had very low expectations because Europe wasn't really on my list. Like I have other places. I have a list of other places I kind of wanted to visit because I'm really interested in like connecting and meeting up and chilling and hanging and kicking and learning from the diaspora. So I really wanted to be around other Black and brown folks from all over the world. In Europe, this wasn't on my list. I live in the United States, and I grew up in the Midwest, and so I'm around Caucasian persuasion on all the time. So I'm just trying to travel and see other. And I'm gonna tell you what, I landed in London at 7:30 the night before the Queen's funeral.
Oh Lord.
So I didn't have high expectations whatsoever. By Monday night, I was like, I freaking love London. Loved it.
Oh, good.
Loved it.
What part of London was you? Do you remember what part you was in?
So Monday night.
No,
Monday
as in London. What part of London was you staying?
So I stayed in Central London.
Central London's big, so you got to be Pacific.
I stayed across the street from the London Towers, whatever they call that.
London Tower? No, we
Tower.
have no building. Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge. I was in Tower Bridge area. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're getting Okay, yeah. So you was near Westminster side. You was in Central, where all the tourists are. London. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's where her hotel was. So I stayed in her hotel. But I wound up Monday during the day, and then Monday night we wound up being in Brixton. Is that what it's called?
Brixton? Yeah. Brixton, South London. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. So that's where I really. Once I hit Brixton, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good with that.
You're gonna be good there. Yeah.
Even though it was the day of the Queen's funeral, Brixton was still popping.
Oh yeah. I mean, some people, as you know, with the whole colonialism thing with the Queen, there was a lot of black people there who were just as like, good riddance, like, it was literally one of them. I mean, it was the whole of the networks were just. I mean, to be quite inside, it is what it is. I mean, from when they ran Meghan Markle, when we knew as black people in England that was going to happen anyway. Yeah. And the thing is, the joke was when he married her, she had a black choir come over from America, so. We were just sitting down like, look at the Queen's face. Like, she didn't like any of it. It was just too much blackness going on. So we called it when he got with her, and especially when he married her, we called it already. We said, look, it's only a matter of time. She's gonna be gone. They don't. There's too much color. And then when the mum, especially with the dreadlocks came, we're like, oh Lord, it's over now. It's over. It's over. Yeah. It's over. Yeah. So,
but I mean, I got there Sunday night, and I mean, everything was pretty much shut down when I got there. I mean, it was all hard. I had a couple of Ubers canceled. It was hard to get an Uber from the airport. So I didn't want to take the tube to the hotel because I wasn't familiar with it yet, and I don't like to have like luggage and all of that stuff with me when I'm first getting into town. And honestly, I didn't do my research on where I would go from the airport. Okay. I knew I was going to catch an Uber. I knew I would do that the next day, but I really wanted to get active with it first and get in first, especially at night alone. I didn't want to take any chances. So I went ahead and took the Uber.
So this was your first time in England, yeah?
Ever, yeah.
Wow.
So I guess I didn't know what to expect. I was in college. I was an English writing major, a literature major. So most of my literature was American lit and European literature. So
salute to you.
So it was. I've read about a lot of these places. I've connected the dots as far as historical. A lot of the things that I learned from school, but it didn't really connect until I'm there and it's daytime. And London is pretty much dead. Like most of London was dead. That's why we went to Brixton, because it wasn't dead over there. And it never dawned on me that some of these structures that I'm looking at are from the 1500s, the 1600s, because United States is a young country, so we don't see a lot of that. We might see some, but we don't see a whole city full of that kind of architecture. And structurally, I was just it blew my mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of buildings from that time.
I love the authenticity of it. I loved that I felt like I was transported back to a time that I had grew up reading about. You know what I mean? I feel like I was on a movie set the whole time I was there. Because everything was so aesthetically pleasing and new for my eyes. And then
like I said to a friend of mine, I said, you know, because he came from Miami and he didn't know what to expect. So I had to explain to him, like, in England, when it comes to manners, it's a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge thing. You know, it's thank you, please, excuse me, sorry. It's one thing about England, it is built up on manners. I mean, I don't even realize how much, I mean, everybody's not saying that it's just such a high thing over here to have your please and thank yous over here. It's just culturally part of it. So, not say that Americans are rude, because they're very outspoken, I'll say that. But yeah, I mean, I've been to America a few times. I've got a family in Canarsie, Brooklyn, Florida. Haven't been Texas. I've got family in Texas, but I've never been to Texas. And I just found out I've got a cousin in Atlanta, Georgia, but I've never been to Atlanta, Georgia. So, you know, but America's too big for me. Everything's just, it's too big for me. Yeah, I've been plenty of times. It's just, everything's just too big.
I really like the accessibility. Like, my friend had to work during the day, so I spent time by myself. So I really loved how I could go see so much and do so much so easily. Yeah. Like the cashless system. I mean, if the United States operated the way the UK does when it comes to transportation and technology, it would be a game changer. Because I really felt, even though I'm in the city full of architecture that's from the 1400s, 1600s, 1200s, you know, 1500s, 1800s, the use of technology and how you use it to make it accessible to everyone and to make transportation accessible to everyone is something I've never experienced here in the United States. I've never experienced anything like it.
It's funny that you said that. Czech said the same thing, but I was like, but you're from America. Like, we're the ones that's behind. So when you said that to me, I was like, what?
Her co-worker lives in, and I don't want to lie to you, I have to look up the name of the place we went to.
Okay.
She lived about 40 minutes outside of London. So we took the national line outside of, like, London.
Do you remember what train station you was at?
So
if you talk about 40 minutes, that could be Stevenage. It could be,
I'm gonna tell you.
No, 40 minutes. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where it was.
Houston or King's Cross. It would have been one of them. Houston or King's Cross.
It was King's Cross is where was the big station we went to, and then we took.
So you probably, I don't know. It could be Stevenage. It could be, I don't know, Peterborough. It could be Cambridge.
No, I'm gonna tell you what the name of it was. When I find it, because we took pictures there. But it was so. It was this town that we went to have dinner at this restaurant. First of all, the restaurant was freaking fantastic. It was Mediterranean and something else fantastic. But when we got off the train and we're walking into town to go to this restaurant, it looked straight out of Shakespeare, like straight out of a movie.
I wonder where you went. I think you went to one of them old towns.
It was, I'm looking at my photo has, like, you know how your photos tell you where you took the picture at? It was in Bishop Stafford.
Oh, I know Bishop Stortford. Yeah, I know Bishop Stortford. Yeah, that's near I can't. I know where Bishop Stortford is. I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly. That's a very old town. It's got, like, pebble floor, old Vic buildings from the, like, old castle buildings. Yeah. We have a lot of them towns like that. I
mean, when you think of England, that's what I thought of. I didn't think of London. I thought of that town, and it was. I was like, I mean, fell in love with it. I think it was the nostalgic feeling of it. Small town, like.
And also, you got shops built into these old places as well. I loved it.
I loved it.
I know Bishop Stortford. Yeah.
I loved it. I ate good. I mean, my friend was like, the food's not good. Everything I ate was good. Everything I drank was good. The people were constantly giving me drinks, which I love. And like everybody was like really living their life, and that's not what I'm used to here. Me and Adrian talk about it all the time, where it's always here. It's work.
It's the same in England.
It might be.
It's the same.
But it might be because I was on holiday. But
okay, true. So it was different. Yeah.
It was different. So everybody kind of knew I was on holiday, and people were like, "Okay, I'm gonna meet you at 2:00. 2:00. Just leave, and I'll meet you at 2:00. We just gonna hang." What? Okay. So it was just like, I don't know. I fell in love with it. I had a great time at night. I had a great time during the day. Brilliant. I saw the most incredible art show I've ever seen with my own eyes at the, I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to do a whole review about it because they had an art exhibit, which was African fashion through the years. Wow. Okay. And this exhibit was insane.
This was in London, yeah?
In London.
Yeah.
It was insane. Brilliant. Absolutely insane. Incredible, amazing. And I mean, I got a lot of compliments while I was there, you know. And it was.
Oh yeah, we like the American accent, yeah. we do. I know Travelmatic was saying to me, a lot of people. I had a friend. I was telling Travelmatic long ago. I got one friend. Well, he's a friend of a friend, and he's a very successful guy in Atlanta, Georgia. So he said, "Big J, don't come to Atlanta." So I'm like, "Why?" Why? He goes, "The women hear your accent. It's over. It's over." So I was like, "Oh, all right." So I think I said, "Adrian, I'm coming to Atlanta, Georgia."
Yeah, I mean, when we landed in London, that's the first question I asked was, "Where was Idris?" I need somebody to tell me point me in the direction of Idris.
Oh, Idris is from East London. I'm from North. He's from East. So we're like Idris, where I am and where Idris grew up. 20 minutes drive. About 20 minutes drive. Yeah, he's an East London boy.
Yeah, so me and my
his accent slightly different from mine. So he would talk kind of like that. He would talk, so he's got a little, where North London's more kind of slowed down a little bit. So he's more got a twang, like, that's how we would talk. That's how they talk in East London. For people that are not from London, they can't differentiate between the accents. So we can listen to them like, oh, it's like America. You would know if someone's from New York or from Florida or from, I don't know, LA or wherever, Texas or wherever. It's the same,
Yeah,
but we're the most hated in England. Everybody hates Londoners because we're the capital. So
I just really love the accessibility. I really love the architecture. I love the energy. It was like I felt it was really energetic there. I didn't feel. I just felt accepted, and people really wanted to show me so much. And
you would.
It was, thanks for coming. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Mm-hmm. So the one thing I can say is I didn't sleep a lot while I was there, which is why I'm tired today. Because I just got back on Tuesday night. So
wow.
And so one thing I can say that there were two things that really shocked me that I wasn't anticipating. I mentioned the architecture and how old things were.
Yeah.
The other thing is you guys as network television, y'all show people butt ass naked on TV.
Yeah. But it was okay, so England's a funny place because when it comes to that, we're stuck up on sex, but at the same time, we ain't got a problem showing butt naked people on TV. So
listen, we got in about, it must have been about midnight we got in. And makeup, well, you don't know. We're taking our makeup off, we're getting ready for bed.
Right.
And I turn on television because I look for Law and Order because that's the only thing they had on the USA channel was Law and Order. So
right.
And I'm, getting myself together, and I look at the TV, and there's a guy on a dating show. I can hear him talking about dating and this and that. And then she introduces the guys, and I look up at the television, and front to back, they're naked.
Oh, it was that. I forgot that. Yeah, I know what game. I forgot the name of the game show. Yeah, I think it's something about see them naked before you date them or some Something like that, yeah. Adrian's like, what the hell? Yeah. Seriously, there's a game show. Yeah.
You gotta look at this. These guys are on.
Yeah, look at them naked before you date them. Something like that. Yeah.
I said, boy,
that's England.
I need to move to England because I mean, if y'all, y'all not scared to just be yourself like that, then I mean, here they're suppressed. They hide their stuff. In England, they just like, hey. But
I didn't know it was like that. I thought it was more open in America.
No. America had their stuff.
Well, that's a great segue. See, since you want to move to London, you're gonna need a remote job.
You guys are very low on my, and I don't know why. You're very low.
Both of us or just him?
Unless it's, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
I can just about hear you. You might have to turn up your volume a little bit. I can just about hear you through these.
How about now?
Oh, perfect. That's better.
Okay. I need to talk more into my mic.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you hear me better too? I put my headset on.
Oh, that's a lot better. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all had a chance to talk and exchange pleasantries. But the people came to also learn about the data entry jobs because I was on your show, Big J. Jay has a YouTube show that I've just put in the link, and please, I need everybody to take a pause and follow that link and subscribe to my guy Big J page. Is Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic. He loves Dominican Republic so much that he named his channel after it.
Wow. I mean, I've been there, so I understand.
Yes, he fell in love with everything Dominican.
Oh, yeah.
He resides there part-time. With a month off. You be there
next
month, end of this month.
I'll be there in 2 weeks.
Okay. And so yes, that is good. And he is looking to leverage, remote working to supplement income, and he doesn't really need to buy another castle in DR, but looking to keep that money flowing in,
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, I was telling him about the data entry. Actually, he was he already knew about the data entry, but he saw it as a big monster. And I'm like, nah, man, it's like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is small. Like if you're talking about data analysts, data scientists, that is like data entry is like if you had to put rice in the palm of your hand, you could put data entry in the palm of your hand with rice.
Yeah, it's
talking about data analysis, data scientists. You need to back up a dump truck to understand all the data that you would have to deal with. It's that big of a spectrum.
Yeah. And I was so happy when we had our conversation and you was breaking that down for me. That just put a big smile on my face, because that was one of the things that I was worried about. Like, look, I want to leave England, get out there, but because I'm a mental health worker and child protection officer by trade, so I can't take my work with me over there.
Yeah.
So when I was looking into this and obviously speaking to Brown Liquor about it, he tried to explain. I mean, he explained the best that he could. Not say that he was explaining it in the hieroglyphics, but I think when you broke it down, Adrian, for me, it was just like a weight being lifted off my shoulders. Like, right now I can live in a country out, and I've done some research. I can also, there is some jobs that I can work 6 hours a day. So that's even more. I've been doing literally ever since you broke everything down. All I've been doing is research on jobs. And like I said, man, I'm just, I would thanks to you, Brown Liquor. You know, I think some people, when they talk in hieroglyphs. And I think sometimes some people just need the baby food. Just give it to me in baby food, you know.
Right. And I think that's something that I had to kind of step out of my own zone, which I'm always trying to. I'm always trying to promote the not the IT jobs, but more of the everyday jobs I can get from A to B on this. It's good enough money for me. I don't need to, like I said, buy a castle in DR. I just need a little inflow coming in, little stream. I got other little streams. I need to create another little stream, and that's what this is really for. It's not, if you want to learn how to be a Scrum Master, project coordinator like Tiff, Scrum Master, BA like me, I can show you that too. Hence, Brown Liquor Baron, I pretty much helped him with that. Go ahead, Tiff.
To piggyback off of that, I think what gives Adrian and myself an advantage in helping others in this kind of format is that both of us had to do exactly what you're doing. Both of us did. While we both have started at different places in our careers, we both had to, this whatever I'm doing right now is not working for the life that I want for myself. So how am I going to get there? Doing the research, talking to people. And I mean, admittedly, both of us can say that we didn't have people immediately around us who were able to give us the information. We had to talk to people, talk to the right person who was willing to not speak in hieroglyphics and speak very candidly with us. So they cared about the fact that we wanted to make a change in our lives. So what we're doing is now saying, we didn't do the go to college and then get into this major in political science, or major in computer science and then get into tech. We didn't do that. We both started off from the ground, and we scratched and scraped and learned and started at entry level, started entry level here, moved to this level, maybe went back to entry level to get a little bit more experience, get this, get that certification. Like, we did this. So the things that we're advising you is how we navigated our career, but we're updating the information based on how it is now in 2022. So, we want people like you to find a way to live the life that you want to live, because we've done it. We know how hard it is. So we want to make sure we're not gatekeeping no information. We want to make sure that's why we talk about transferable skills, because we want people to think that you don't have to stay in the industry that you're in. You can take all those skills you learn from that industry and apply it to whatever industry best suits the lifestyle you're trying to build for yourself.
I'm glad that you said it, because like I said, when I was speaking to Adrian before, like I said, my channel is called Big J's Escape to the Dominican Republic, and that's what I'm in the process of doing, escaping. I've got savings, I've got houses here that I can rent out, but at the same time, I can't live off savings. I need something coming in. So my problem was, how am I going to do that? How am I going to, I'm going to set up a business there. But I still need some guaranteed income coming in. So like I said, when he broke it down, it just helped a big deal. And like I said, there's people out there just like me. They might be stacking the shelves in Walmart or Tesco's or Sainsbury's, and they're just thinking, you know what? I want to live in another country where it's 6-8 hours a day. How do I do it? But like I said, because everything is literally in hieroglyphs. Literally, don't get me wrong. I was told about this data entry. I've had friends work in it, but it's just their delivery of when they explain to you, it's like, so what kind of computer skills do I need? And when Adrian broke it, he's like, well, you work in health. Do you work out? Goes, yeah, I do. I do all my reports. Sometimes, I write, or sometimes it goes down on the computer, depending. Sometimes it can go in a file, depending. But he goes, well, that's part of data entry. So just taking information and then putting it into the computer. And I was like, what, is that it? He was like, yeah, basically.
Literally,
and I was like,
entering data.
Mm-hmm.
They don't explain it like that. And like I said, there's thousands of people. I know this for a fact. There's thousands of people just like me, wanting to leave and, like you said, live the life that I want to live. I don't want to be here. Here doesn't make me happy. I always say, the universe, when you ask, it will bend to your will. So there's a reason why Jermaine put me in contact with Travelmatic Adrian, because it was meant to be. It's meant to be.
And what it's going to do is you're going to help somebody else some other way. And because we weren't created to just work, we were created to live life and inspire and encourage one another. And if we, in any small way, shape, or form, can help you do that, I'm so glad that Jermaine hooked you up with Adrian, because Jermaine came, he came on the show too. I want to change. I want to, I'm traveling. I love my traveling, but I got to find another way to be able to do this full time. And what can I do? Talking to us, talking to Adrian, and next thing you know, now he's out hooking you up. So you just got to bring somebody else in. Once you get yourself secure, bring somebody else. And we just keep, because it's going to help you show up better in the world. So you're going to inspire somebody else. Definitely.
Say that again. Help you show up better in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, what I wanted to do was because I know in your last show, when I was on your show, or actually to give a little context to Tiffany, I think I told you a little briefly about it. I was telling him, I was like, man, data entry, the only thing you really need to know is Excel. That's all. That's actually, let me show you something. Data entry. I was looking like, and I never really looked up the. Let me share my screen here. If we go here and look at definition of data entry clerk here, responsible for transferring data from paper formats into computer files or databases. Their transfer of data happens manually or using scanners. They type in customers' information and create spreadsheets, verifying them against source documents at different stages during the process. And so I told him that to give him an example was, I said, like, if you're at the gym, he's a gym head. So he's at the gym, and they come by, he scans his thing to come in, and they like, hey, you want to enter this contest? It's 1 year free membership. Just fill out this little information, and you enter the raffle that way, right? So you put your name, address, how many times you work out, what type of exercise, cardio, heavy exercise, do you fast, do you don't fast? So you put all this information in there. Somebody has to put that in a spreadsheet, put that in a database, put that in a table. So they're going to give that to a data entry person, because imagine how many in that little jar or fish bowl that they have. It's like 100 of them. It's like, I don't want to type all this up. Let's get a data entry person and pay him like $15 to do this. They're going to pass it on to you. You just going to type, and you're transferring that information. It's all about transferring information.
I'll give you another example, because I actually did this as a job. Here in the U.S., when you mail your payment in, a credit card or check, those payments are manually entered into the system. They're manually entered. So data entry is everything. A customer service taking an order on the phone, entering that data into the computer to take your order. If you're calling and you're calling customer service for any, to book your airline, that's all data entry. They're entering that data. So customer service, data entry, any kind of coordinating or what's the term that they like to use? Assistant. That's what you're primarily doing. You're entering and manipulating data. That's all you're doing in some way, shape, or form.
Right. So that's helped me. Like I said, I've said to my cousin, because I know he done computers in college. So I don't know if you remember Adrian, he actually came on the show and he was asking you questions. Right. So I had a conversation with him. So I was shocked because I was like, hold on a minute. You were asking Adrian a lot of questions, like, what's this, what's that? And he was like, yeah, I studied computers in college. I was like, I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. So even I said, you could have at least said something, because when I was talking to him about it, he kept quiet. So the questions he was asking Adrian was hieroglyphs to me. I was like, it's like, what's that? What's that? Yeah,
they had me.
I mean, as I said, every little helps.
I was exhausted after your live, man. They were shooting them off, man.
I'm telling you.
I survived the live, man. Yeah, so what I wanted to do as well, show some jobs. Wanted to talk more about the Excel, because I told, like, the Excel, it's the same thing. It's the palm, the rice in the palm of the hand, and the dump truck of rice. Yeah. You can go so many different ways. One of the craziest things I hate about, like, once you get in IT and they ask you about Excel, like, they'd be like, well, what's your rate of, and I actually got this question this past week. How would you rate yourself on Excel?
How comfortable are you with Excel?
Like, dude, if anybody knew how broad that question is. Yeah. Like, you could have Excel. When I was at this one contract, they had Excel, which is Access, some feeding spreadsheet into Access, Microsoft Access. It was doing all the payroll for the whole company. Like, that's really like a security risk. But anyway, it could go that big to where it can manage a whole company with those spreadsheets. To where it could just go to where you just entering the data from the fitness place, and you just doing a sort, you're doing a VLOOKUP, you're doing adding the columns from 1 to 100. It can be that simple. Yeah. So you don't really need to bite off more than you chew for data entry. You just need to know the basics. Yeah. There's tons of basics on YouTube for free. You don't have to pay anybody to learn the basics of Excel. Yeah. You just need Excel. You just need to buy the software to practice at home. Yep.
That's it.
And I was trying to find, like, I remember when I was trying to learn, they had a, and if you could find this on your own, like, it'll be, hopefully I will find one and I'll put it in the description of this video, but it's better if you have data to play with, because you can watch the videos, but if you don't touch it yourself, it's not going to really sink in. You're not going to remember certain things. And so I was trying to find some the last 2 days, but most of them just have this showing you, or they may have like a screenshots or whatever. But you need to have that data to kind of pull in and play with, which is very, very helpful. But I'm gonna show some sites on YouTube.
Hey, that could be a business thing for you. You should set up a demo account and sell it. That is a business idea.
That is ideal. That is ideal. Yeah. Because you have to have the data to play with. And there was sites out there, but I'm talking about that was almost 10 years ago. That I was learning Excel. But I'm gonna go over jobs. And I'm gonna do this a little different. Usually we kind of do it this way sometimes too. But usually we just kind of give you the job, like, this is the job, this is the job, this is the job. But I think, like, for yourself, like, it's a quote saying, you can give a guy a fish and he eats for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and eat for a lifetime. Like, because these jobs are so sensitive, time sensitive. A lot of people on YouTube are like, here's the top 10 free, online jobs, remote jobs. And depending on when they got them, if they're 2 or 3 days old when they got them and they're putting them on their channel to show their content, their creators, by the time they get to you, it's 2, 4, 5 days later. The job is gone. Your chances are very limited, especially in this market with remote work. Everybody and their mama, cousin, brother, sister trying to work at the house. So you need to go into these websites, these search engines, and be able to like instantly save time, go in there, sort by the day, by the hour, and get those fresh jobs that come in. And that's gonna heighten your chance of getting the opportunity for the interview. That's the first part of it, just getting the opportunity. So let me, because I was just looking at Indeed. Are you familiar with Indeed over there?
I know about Indeed. Yeah.
Yes. So I would. Do you have a?
They're an agency, right?
Well, no, they're search engines, like
Indeed.
They're job posting search engines. So a lot of
we know them as we call them job agencies.
Okay, yeah, technically it's a virtual job agency, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like because they post the jobs there. There's nobody to really talk to back and forth, but they're there, you know.
Yeah.
So
we definitely have them.
I'm gonna show you, like I was working on Indeed. This is like when you're ready to I'm ready to get this job. You're gonna go to places like.
Let's write this down.
Do you have a what you call it? LinkedIn?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, so let me say this. If you do not have LinkedIn, and this is to everybody, and you are looking to find a role, I need you to create and optimize your LinkedIn. No matter what role you're trying to get, whether it's entry level, management level, senior level, if you are not using LinkedIn in 2022, I promise you are missing out on opportunities. I helped a young lady who sent me her LinkedIn. She didn't have anything on there. I told her to optimize her LinkedIn. She starts her new job. She started her job today.
Woo!
So use these sites, but please update and optimize your LinkedIn. This is for everybody, no matter what your role is. Please optimize your LinkedIn. You will live, and the best part about it is she didn't have to apply. They came to her. They sent her a DM asking if she was interested in this role.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we have it up. Okay. So like Jay's example is a little different, but just to show you the power of Indeed and how global it is, let's look at data entry remote, and you can put in England. Let's see, UK. Let's see, enter. No, it didn't like that.
You have to. Are you going to? You have to go to Indeed UK. I did this when I was over there because I was looking to see what they had.
You have to do indeed.co.uk. Try that, .co.uk.
I just Googled Indeed UK and they came right up.
Oh, you just Googled that. Oh, okay.
It's uk.indeed.com.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So you learn something all day, every day.
I was doing this while I was over there. I do this in every country to see how do you get jobs over there.
Oh.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Okay. All right. So the first thing, like I was saying with the like, is if you look at, okay, this was posted 30 days ago. These all were posted 30.
So I gotta blow up the screen, man. I'm blind as a bat.
You got it? Can you see now?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I blew up my screen. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And you
what
can
I
filter.
did, what I did was filter on the date.
Yep.
And that brought up all of the most recent just posted jobs. It doesn't say 30 days anymore, so it's like just posted. So this is remote. Are you familiar with Luton?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Luton. Yeah, I am. Okay.
So let's look at this role here. A lot of the beginning part of the job description is usually going to be like what the company is about.
Blue Arrow customer service and Blue Arrow.
Hey, I just found a payroll administrator for $140 a day, Monday to Friday.
In London.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but the main thing is with this part here is it doesn't really give much of requirements. I'm looking for like requirements in the job because and the good thing about you too that you have like a medical background.
Yeah, I'm a mental health worker. Yeah.
A lot of your remote data entry jobs are going to be somewhat medical.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, with the claims, the all that stuff that it's a lot of paperwork that goes in it. Like
yes, there is too much. Yeah.
Yes, and somebody has to enter all that. The medical field is very outdated for his technology in some aspects. So let's see here. Bristol. Okay. See, this looks promising here.
But that contract's only for 8 months, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and don't be deterred about away from contracting, Jay. It can be really lucrative, and you get to set your own rules, which you're going to be looking for. To be honest with you, you don't want someone who's going to be dictating your rules for you. So be flexible. Be flexible. Be a little bit flexible.
Yes, we both work contract actually.
Yeah. Yeah, be flexible. You make a lot more money because your contract is based upon how much you want to make, not necessarily how much the organization wants to pay you. Sometimes you have a little bit more wiggle room on the pay.
But what I mean, sorry, it's temporary. That one's temporary, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can do multiple. You can do. You should be always. I guess I want to say you can always be interviewing. You're always looking for your next opportunity when you're a contractor.
Well, let's back up a little bit. Like there is a difference between temp and contract. Like temp, more than likely them extending you is going to be a little less than contract, where they can extend the contract based on if they have more need for you, if they have more money. It's so many variables to that. So yes, don't be definitely give contracting, because there's a lot of contracts out there. This is more of a contract. Remember I told you with the they need somebody to handle this for me for a minute. And we don't need you here all day every day, because we don't have that type of work that come in all the time like that. But when it does come in, we need somebody to handle it, knock it out. We pay you, and we'll keep you on call if we need you again. But you're always going to be sad thing. You're always going to be interviewing and looking for jobs. But I get paid probably 30% more than what I should be getting paid because I'm working contract. So yeah. It's very lucrative to work contract. It's just more. It's like the high risk, high reward type thing with working contract. but there's so many people out there because so many people don't want to keep them on, like, especially with IT professionals. They don't want to keep those high salaries on the books like that. They pay us a lot of money to do what we need to do. So, you know, they would probably keep somebody who is data entry because, like, we don't really pay them that much, and we can kind of shift some stuff to him to do until we figure out another person to bring on, whatever. So, yeah, so definitely keep that open. This is
man, you guys make me want to leave in 1 year, man. I'm telling you,
man, you can leave next week, man.
Don't say that.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have obligations, that's only if you don't have any obligations, you know.
I'm waiting for my little one to fly the nest, man. So
yeah, same.
You know, yeah.
So is that much opportunity out there with roles? A lot of these roles are being flexible where you can work anywhere. I told you before, like, you know, there are workarounds with if you're supposed to be based in one city, there's workarounds for that.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend that to everybody. But there are workarounds just in case I need to go to DR for a month and still make my money. So yeah, it's just it gives you so much flexibility, man. So much flexibility. So yeah. So actually, let me go over these jobs I saw. These were data entry jobs, remote.
Right.
Because we're coming down to time here. Corvell, which Delilah Bell. She has a great YouTube channel. I kind of follow her and take some of her leads. But she has a great YouTube channel on remote working. And I saw this on her job. This is actually a full-time remote role in the US. So for my US people, this is a healthcare company as well too. Let's see, Corvell. They are deal with claims, I believe. Yeah, claims for auto health and disability management industries. They kind of partner with other industries on their claims, and they have this provider data specialist role and a data entry specialist role. And like I said, when you get down to this part here, knowledge and skills, education experience, all of this is basic. Like, they're not even saying you need to have a degree. They're not saying you need to be a master. They just say proficient in Word, Excel, and Teams.
Yep. That means basic understanding. That's what that means.
Yes. And I believe this one is paying $19 an hour. And you don't need to have a degree. So I definitely like that one. I need to go back and see it. I may have to come back and list the rest of those. But I wanted to quickly go into Excel, show some websites, some channels on Excel.
Wait, I wanted to show this job real quick.
Oh, well, bring it on while I look up the.
I'm gonna send you the link for it, Adrian, because Jay, what I like to do and see, Adrian told me a little about some of the stuff that you're interested in, and so I do a quick search to see there's a role that you might be interested in, might be good for you, and I think I found one. It's Patient Pathway Administrator Remote at Oviva.
Okay.
And this is, they're the first point of contact at Oviva to support referred patients in their stages of living healthier and happier lives. So you will be supporting those who are at risk of developing type 2 diabetes. So this combines fitness, and you've got social and healthcare background. So it combines both of those, and they're paying $20,000 a year. This is
That's
a direct
good for
hire.
Dominican Republic. That's good for Dominican Republic, Cartmode.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
And their ideal candidate is active interest in health and nutrition, that you've got, you've got some good language skills, you're energetic and proactive, you can work independently, you've got excellent communication skills, that you're organized, confident using the technology like Microsoft Office, which is Excel. And you have a passion for providing digital treatment and support. So this is completely 100% remote opportunity.
Wow.
And out of UK. So I am going to find this listing and hopefully give it to you. I don't know how long it's been open, but yeah, it's at Oviva, Oviva.
Oviva. No, I've never heard. Say that again. Spell it again.
O, V as in Victor, I, V as in Victor, A as in Apple.
I've seen that somewhere.
So that role is patient pathway administrator.
Okay. And that pays 25. You said 20,000 a year.
Yep.
Wow. How much hours is that?
It's full time.
Does it say?
It's full time.
About 8 hours a day. Yeah, it'd be 8 hours a day. Yeah. I can live with that.
Go ahead, Adrian. Sorry. I just want to make sure I brought that one up because it's specific background.
Adrian, we can't hear you. Oh, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Did you have anything else on Tiff?
Yes, I had a.
Hey, I'm not strapped for time, man. Everything's an education, so don't worry about me, Adrian, man. You know me, I'm a night owl, bro. So.
Yeah, so I found an e-commerce setup management assistant in the Philippines.
Did you send me the link?
No, yet. I'm getting ready. I found there's a lot opening in Canada, actually.
In Canada? Give me England.
I found
I don't want them Canadian dollars. No good for me. I don't want them.
Remote data entry in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
We need the another thing I meant to tell you, DJ. Think of sales support too. Sales support.
Let me write this down.
What Brown Liquor, his name is Jermaine. What Jermaine is doing. Yeah, that's definitely. You see, Jermaine don't be doing
sales support.
Yeah, sales support sales. Because I will show you right now.
I've been doing so much research. I just found out. This is how much I've been. So we were talking about the whole internet connection, Adrian. So I just found out that the internet where I live, they can't get Claro down there. They ain't got no cable, so I have to get a dish. So I have to move it more to Port of Plata town center so I can get the strong internet. So just little things like that I would have never looked at, So as I said, this is helping. You guys are just helping me, and like I said, I would like to help other people in the future, Yes,
that's a great thing you brought up. Speed. We've talked about this before. You can't underestimate speed. Because you're remote, you're going to be doing a lot of. Sometimes you're not on the phone as much. You have Microsoft Teams where you do a call or a chat.
Right.
Sometimes you have to call, and that voice over IP, you need to have it strong enough, or you'll sound choppy or sound real robotic.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
I found out 2 days ago because I rang my missus, so I was like, because the internet keeps on, chopping, so I'm paying 2,100 a month. So I said to her, you know what? Run a internet test. Just do it through Google. Just run it. Check this out, Adrian.
where you at? The thing on the bottom.
So she ran the test. No, she ran the test, right? It's 6 up, 1.5 down.
Ooh.
And I'm paying 2,100 pesos a month. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I said, oh, hell no. I said, hell no. Hell no. I said, no, have to definitely leave that area. Sometimes I can't even get onto Netflix.
Wow.
That's how bad my internet is, bro.
So
But I didn't know it was that bad. I don't even get a 10.
Yeah, you need to have your download. I think quicker.
At least by 100.
Well,
well, I'm gonna go for the 200 package. They got a package where it's 200 up and 50 down. Doesn't drop below 50.
Okay. Yes, you.
Is 200 sufficient?
I'm about to show you something right now.
Okay.
This will probably.
I think a lot of people don't know about that, and I think that's another thing that's very important because, like I said, when I was looking into it, if you didn't speak about the whole internet connection, I would have been, nonchalant to the whole thing.
Okay, so top 10 countries with the fastest mobile internet. We're looking for broadband actually, but top 10 countries with the fastest broadband internet speeds. So in these 200s, this is for
yeah, I definitely need the 200s. Yeah. 200 up, 60 down, 200 and something. Yeah. See, that's what I need. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that. Definitely gonna need that. So I'm going for that package. That's why I'm leaving San Marco.
Okay.
Because I could. There's no way in hell. Like I said, I can't even get onto Netflix sometimes. Sometimes my Netflix is watching, then it just chop, and then when it starts raining, but I didn't realize how bad it was till she ran that test from Google. And I was like, what? I don't even get 10 up. We barely hit 7 going up and 1.5 down. I said, oh, hell no. So
I know.
How bad's Dominican Republic? It's not even on the bloody list, is it? Nope.
I'm trying to see now.
I ain't gonna make that list. There's no way.
I don't think so.
Nah, ain't on the list.
My favorite countries at the bottom, Cuba. Yeah, shoot, Venezuela probably got more than y'all, man.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can I find the
That's why I just saw Jamaica there. Maybe that was my eyes.
Let me go slow.
Oh no, it was Japan. Okay.
I can look it up.
Kingdom.
Shoot, Colombia 72.
Wow. Well, I said they got a package over there, which I did check, and it's there's Jamaica. Bloody
no,
Jamaica.
There's Dominican Republic right here.
No, that's the
Let me see.
Yeah, that's why I've got to go more into Paula Plala, because where I am is terrible. And like I said, I've just found a deal where it's 200 up and it doesn't go below 50. So that's what I need. That's about 4,000 pesos a month. But you know what? I need it. I need it.
Yes, you need it, brother.
Yeah, so I just put in the private chat some roles that I found on LinkedIn. There's 3 roles. One, I think 2 are the U.S. One is in
Brilliant.
Singapore. And then I went back to this website, their careers page, and they still have that patient pathway administrator remote still available. So you need to optimize your LinkedIn and apply for that role on LinkedIn is what I would do. And then they also have a few open positions based on your background and what you could work for them. So I would start with the you're already in, because you could do that. You could do data entry part-time. You could do this part-time.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so happy you said that. Because my plan was because I usually work from home, you see, because what I do emergency call outs, like, so my phone can ring anytime, and I've got to go and attend to a client. So half the time I'm at home. Well, I wouldn't say half the time, 93% of the time I'm at home. So, and there's really nothing to do. Literally, I'm trying to find, things to do. So I would say to Adrian, maybe what I'm going to do, my plan is, going into the new year, January, February, I'm going to start applying, just for the little jobs, just to get my feet wet, maybe the $10 an hour, start, doing like maybe 6 hours, getting into the rhythm of things.
So now's the time to do that. Don't wait until February. The reason why is companies, no matter what industry you're in, making next year's right now.
Right now.
They're deciding right now. Actually, right now is really hot because they're deciding right now who to bring on that they have money to pay for in Q2 of next year. So in January and April of next year. They're budgeting right now. They're having conversations right now. And so if resource right now, budget for right now, they're hiring this. So this is why get your LinkedIn update, your profile ready and optimized. Make sure all your transferable skills are on there. Make sure you're showcasing yourself as far as what you're doing and what you're looking for, and really just for the and get multiple resumes for the kind of roles that you're interested in. As you're applying to things, you're going to be altering and changing your resume to meet these needs to get seen. But LinkedIn is where you want to start and put yourself out there now. Do not until January. If you put yourself out there now, Jay, if you spend 2 hours tomorrow updating your LinkedIn, your resume, and put yourself out there, you can a new role that you want to do by January, because people are already making decisions like that right now. So don't wait until January. Don't wait on this.
Well, I'm gonna go and take my laptops to the because I've got like 101 viruses on my laptop right now. So tomorrow I'm taking it to the shop, sorting that out. Definitely. Thank you for that. Definitely be doing that.
Yeah. And I definitely recommend LinkedIn over all the searching, because it's very easy. A lot of the companies, they reach for Indeed first. Like I just put sales coordinator in here. Let's see, London, England, United Kingdom.
How long has LinkedIn been going for?
Oh, long time.
Maybe about 15 years, maybe.
Yeah, you see, I've never used it. I've never used it.
08. I've been using it since 08.
You see, I've never used it. I've been with my job over 20 years, so I've never used it. Never used it. So it's only now, you know what I mean, looking to step out of this job, you know.
Right. So yeah,
but I'm sure it's pretty basic, you know, just putting my information and write a CV, basically, you know. So
yeah, I mean, you can go to Microsoft Word. They have a template. Word. Usually we go to the new section.
So I know this is going to sound like silly question. I know it's going to sound like a silly question.
No such
right?
thing.
But I have to ask this, right? So with the whole data entry thing, when it's going to sound very, when you're typing the data, can you actually be listening to music as well while you're just tapping in the stuff, or would that distract what you're doing?
It don't distract me. I listen to music at work. It just kind of keeps me. It kind of keeps me going.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing when I'm doing my report writing. I've got music going on. You know,
I also read with music on in the background. Like I'll play jazz reading because I like.
Right. Yeah.
I have a soundtrack movie I'm reading. It's kind of how I get it.
Oh, that's good to hear. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Breath of fresh air.
It's gonna be easy, man. Just definitely start working on your resume. Like I said, Microsoft Word has stop share screen.
I don't think you guys realize, and yourself, Adrian, and Brownlicker, how much you've helped me. Because like I said, you know, I was escaping, but as I said, my worry was, how am I going to earn income living in Dominican Republic? That was my Achilles heel.
Mm-hmm.
That was my Achilles heel. You know, it really was. Because, you know, when I was leaving, I was just going to leave the houses, you know, to my daughters to collect the rent and everything. So it's like, you know, I'll get a bit of rent, but it's just like, how am I going to bring income in? Obviously, you know, as I told you, Adrian, you know, I'm setting up a business over there. Yeah, that's one set of income, but I still need, you know, I don't want to go over there and not have a 9 to 5. You know, I want to do something. I need some guaranteed money, you know, flowing in.
Yes.
You know, so I don't think you realize how much you've helped me, man. Serious. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Have you looked at any, I even went on LinkedIn, Jay, and looked at data entry Dominican Republic, and there's jobs.
What?
Like, they need virtual data clerks.
Hold on. Pause.
And it's medical. It's because you know what's really big in Dominican Republic, right? Plastic surgery.
The medical field.
Plastic surgery. So they literally need somebody to be a virtual desk and entry clerk, and all you're doing is implementing information for plastic surgery into a system. That's what they need.
Do you know how crazy this is that you've just said that right now? Let me tell you how crazy that is, right? No word of a lie. So about 2 days ago, I was actually talking to my missus because she works for her family church. So I was explaining to her about the whole data entry thing, that, you know, computer work, and that, so we're having a conversation. So I actually said to her, research to see, I was asking, do you reckon there's any data entry work, or could you research for yourself to see? And she's like, oh, I don't think so. But she researched and she goes, I don't think there's no Spanish speaking jobs that could, so I'm sure there'll be Spanish speaking data entry jobs in the country. Yeah, that's crazy that you actually mentioned that.
But I don't want to bust anybody's bubble, but it's some things you got to watch out for too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Of course, with anything.
Because they may pay you in pesos. So be curious. I mean, even if it's a U.S. company work in DR, they could pay you pesos. When I was at Equifax, they were paying people who had the same role as I did. They was paying them in colognes, or whatever, and that's a real big difference. It's a big ripoff to do that. But anyway, because they was I don't know what the legalities was of it, but they were paying them, but they still were at the highest at their profession in that country. So research that if you're interested in that as well, that pay scale and what their method of payment is. So
there are a lot of call centers in the Dominican Republic now. So
right, in which U.S. companies pimp South American countries.
Absolutely.
When I was in El Salvador, This young lady told me she gets paid. Sit down, everybody. Sit down. I'm talking about for U.S. companies. A human being was getting paid $1.50 an hour. $1.50 an hour. I'm sorry. She said it's in that $1.50 to $2 U.S. dollars an hour. Yes, sir.
But then again, I shouldn't be shocked. I shouldn't be shocked because you have people that work 10 to 12-hour shifts in a bar in Dominican Republic, and they're on about 600 to 700 pesos a day. You know, I heard that the Haitian laborers get like 1,000 to 500 to 1,000 pesos a day.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, doing hard labor. They ain't sitting behind no desk.
Oh, they're doing some hard labor. I've seen Haitians, no word of a lie. I went to go and see a friend. He lives in a residential area in Dominican Republic. On everything that I love, Adrian, it was pitch black. There were these Haitian brothers working, building up this house. You know what their light was? Their mobile phone. They were using for light.
Wow.
I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
And they were working. They were working.
Wow.
I couldn't believe that. I said, what a health hazard. But yeah.
Crazy. Let me go through these comments here. We having us a good time here talking. Sydney Action Jackson, what's going on, Sydney? At my job, we use Excel, AI pay applications. The program calculates the formulas and come up with the payments based on percentage completion. Okay, that sounds like you got a little VBA going on in there.
Yeah. They got some macros built in there. If they got a program that calculates the formulas, they might be some kind of macros built in.
Okay. You spoke about that. Sydney, congratulations from Mocha. Jungle, I appreciate that. $5. My guy Tay International said, what's good?
Hey Tay.
I appreciate you stepping through, Tay. Cindy says, has anyone ever used LinkedIn to find service people like appliance repair, roof repair people? No. I think I've used it more like, we have, when I did have a house, I'm in an apartment now, but there used to be this kudzu.com, I think, would kind of give me all that information. But you never know. There's a lot of people on LinkedIn doing all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. We find a lot of small businesses who offer those services to LinkedIn, but I've the individuals themselves.
Right. I think you just answered that. Yep. The greatest, what's going on? What about them boys? Tiffany Sports and Hill. Yep. Jungle and all the crew talking. Oh, y'all talk. Oh, Tiffany, appreciate that super chat.
Thanks, Pim.
I'll have to watch later. Payroll week. Thank you for coming back to watch. You got Tiffany donation. Thank you again. We got my brother from another mother, Hezekiah. What's good, man? I appreciate you coming through. And Mocha with salutations. All right. Well, that is pretty much all we have. We don't want to overload them tonight. If you definitely want to come back on, we can follow up with you, man. And see where you at on this job search. You got my WhatsApp. You can always hit me, man.
Of course.
You got any questions on, the resume build out or whatever, setting up your LinkedIn, you know what I'm saying? That'll be good. Tiffany, what you got? Anything else to close out?
I just want to thank Europe for a fantastic, specifically London and Paris for amazing, memorable, unexpected adventures. I started dropping my content, y'all. So you can always find me on Instagram on Sports Skills.
Hold on, you in Paris?
I was in Paris this last weekend.
I just come back from Paris. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was there last
Loved
weekend.
it.
Yeah.
You should have gone to a restaurant called Haute Pierre Cachon.
Okay.
Next time you go Paris, Haute Pierre Cachon restaurant. Check that out.
I'll be in Paris 2024 for the Olympics. I'm an official for USA Track and Field. So for USA Athletics.
Okay.
I'm back there for 2024. I'm just gonna put it. I'm gonna be in Paris 2024 for the Olympics. So
Paris is beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
I went there with my daughter and her husband. Wonderful. Well, I spent a bit too much money there, but it was worth it spending time with my daughter.
Yeah. But Paris has the nightlife. Like.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I don't think like people say Paris is a couple city, and yes, it can be very much a couple city. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Paris is sexy, y'all. Paris is it's got a vibe to it. So I had a great damn time in Paris. I had a great time too, but I had a great time in Paris.
I loved it.
It's a lot.
Try the frog legs next time. Try the frog legs next time.
Okay, I'll try it.
It was good.
I'll try it.
Adrian's like, hell no.
Oh no!
I've had frog legs here, so I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people who scared to try stuff. Like I try everything, just about.
It was nice.
Man, I'm from the country, man. I could tell you some stuff. You'd be like, man, you ate what? Yeah, man. I eat some exotic stuff. But I haven't had frog legs before. I don't think. I have had it once. Popular restaurant here, Papados. I've tried some.
You had Papados in Atlanta?
I got 3 of them here.
What?
Yes.
Oh, we got it too. So that's where I had them at. But I had them in New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah.
What's that?
The city of New Orleans, Louisiana.
No, what food was you talking about? What's it called?
The restaurant's called Papados.
Oh no, I never heard of it. No.
Yeah. It's the U.S. franchise.
It's a US company, yeah.
Texas, I think, is where it started. The original Papados is in Dallas.
It's like
I thought you said Popeyes.
Oh
now,
no!
I don't know what you guys put in that chicken over there, but when I landed in Miami, I said to my boy, "Yo, take me to Popeyes. I want to know what this chicken burger or the hype's about." And I was sold.
Really?
Sold.
Because I think the KFC over there in the UK good. The KFC was good too.
That's full of oil. No. KFC in London. No. Popeyes is 20,000 times better.
Really?
Honestly, I don't know what you put in there.
I don't like Popeyes.
No?
I don't like Popeyes.
Oh, I love it.
Love
it.
Sorry,
I
don't
love
like
it. You got to come to New Orleans. Come down here and go to New Orleans. And
I went to Popeyes in New Orleans. I stayed. My hotel was like on the corner. There, that Popeyes is on the corner where my hotel was. The Popeyes is Popeyes.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, it's excellent.
America got some good food, man. I can't even front. America's got some good food. Whew.
But yes, man. Again, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
We will be back in another 2 Mondays, hopefully.
Yeah, because you'll be out of town.
Yes.
Where you off to now?
I am off to DR.
Mm-hmm.
When? You kept that quiet. You never told me. You kept that quiet.
You done put up. I don't pull up on you, man. I was gonna pull up on you.
Yeah,
you kept that quiet.
Y'all gonna be there at the same time. Oh Lord.
He didn't say anything. We're in the same group. He didn't say nothing.
Y'all gonna be there at the same time.
When are you gonna be there?
He said 2 weeks.
I'm flying out the 15th in 2 weeks. I'm gonna be out there for a month, and I'm leaving the 14th of November. So I'm out there for a month.
The 14th of October?
No, right. I'm landing the 15th of October and leaving the 14th of November. So I'm out there for a whole month.
I got there at the same time.
Man, you know what? And I may be close by you too.
Yeah.
Where you gonna be?
I thought you was gonna be the 28th or something.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where I'm gonna be.
Oh, you're not saying. All right. Well, we'll leave that to the WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly don't know where I'll be.
Adrian, like,
I'm gonna be outside. I'll say that.
Well, I'm gonna be in Santo Domingo. Just let you know, I'm gonna be. Anyway, I'm going Punta Cana, Santo Domingo. Then I'm going home to the North Coast. Then coming back down to Santo Domingo. Yeah.
Okay.
So
maybe that's where I got confused at. Maybe that's.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be on Santo Domingo in the teens, and then I'm back there in Santo Domingo again on the 26th to the 31st. And the 31st, I'm going to Santiago for 2 days.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit you up after the show, man.
Cool, bro.
Yeah. Oh, my guy Los D in the house. Crypto King. He has a great channel if you want to learn about cryptocurrency. He's actually in Bogota.
okay.
So I appreciate him coming through. He's working remotely himself, man. I got to get Los on the channel too, man.
Yeah, bring Los on.
I got to.
Why you laugh?
Because you sounded so country. Yeah, bring Los on.
Well,
But,
I can't.
yeah.
I can't. My Trini, I don't have no Trini accent. That's all. That's all breathed out of me. I just found out my grandfather was from Trinidad, so I'm claiming.
Like, where did he come at from? Like this dude from Jamaica, man.
So I'm claiming my Caribbean roots
From the islands. That's from the islands.
Don't be hating. Don't be hating, Adrian. Don't hate. I'm sharing with my Caribbean brother.
Los, give me a minute, man. I miss.
Adrian, a hater.
No, I'm not. Yeah, if I have to, let me see.
Lo said, drop the link.
I'm gonna drop the link for my boy. He said, drop it.
So, Adrian, we're gonna be, just to let you know, we're gonna be in Club Paris in Santo Domingo on the 26th, which is a Saturday. So, just to let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all do at the club?
It's not really a club, It's
party. Well, as for me though, I can't drink no more. I can't drink no more.
That smile before the actual words came out told me everything I need to know. You didn't have to say nothing else. You gave it all away in the smile. This is why I don't ask men about questions about. I literally don't.
No, I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
That's what y'all all say. Your smiles and your laugh reveal otherwise.
Yes. Let me give my brother the proper intro. Coming by way of Colombia, but he is of Tampa, raised Tampa, Florida. I like this guy here, man, because he put a plan to work, and he worked his plan to move abroad, to build his life in another country. Did it the right way, got it from the mud. And here my guy goes, Carlos, Crypto King is in the building.
We can't hear you, Carlos.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Okay, what's going on with you? Shout out to everybody on the panel. I didn't catch everybody's names before I came up in here. I guess you Tiffany Sporting Hills. Now I see your background.
The one and
what's
only.
going on?
How you
No
doing?
doubt. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
You know Big Jet, right?
Huh?
You ever seen Big J escape to the DR?
Yeah, I seen his channel a couple of times. Yes, yeah,
Salute.
for sure. What's going on with your brother?
Man,
Travelmatics.
I reached out to you once to say thank you to you because you was on. You didn't respond, but it's all good. But
well, we here now, so tell me, and then I can
yeah,
respond
now.
to you
So
first.
basically, you done a little talk with Richie Rich on the whole crypto
okay.
thing. So
Okay.
you were saying buy Cardano, buy Ethereum, which I did, and I cashed out beautifully. Put it that
Really?
way. I cashed out. So I invested and made. So thanks to you. You know, I've got a couple of more grand in the bank. So
No
thanks
doubt,
to
that's
you.
what's up, man. No doubt. I mean, I got some other crypto altcoins to share, but you know, I do that on my channel because I know Travelmatic talking about a whole other type of opportunity here, and I saw it on my reel when it was showing earlier. I said I got to tune into this program because I might be able to can help out in the chat. You know what I mean, with people who trying to work abroad on you know, on some digital nomad type of deal. Travelmatic, he been doing his thing. I be following his Instagram and watching him and stuff like that. He was just saying I did it the right way. Yeah, he doing it the right way too. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
He just
Amen
me.
to that.
Yeah.
Jay Los is doing what you trying to do. So Los, he's trying to do what you doing. He's trying to get to where you are, where he can do it full time and live the life that he wants to live. So any gems you can drop for him, any bits of advice you can drop for him?
Well, the very first thing is, you know, the easiest sector to get into, you know, digital nomad work is going to be in the tech field. You know what I mean? And that right there, there's quite a few jobs out there that does not require you to have any type of experience or whatever, you know, because a lot of the jobs that's entry level, they'll be able to just teach you their methods, you know, because a lot of the stuff be proprietary, you know, to the business or whatever. So, you know, a lot of them have different ways of, you know, actually working their systems. So, you know, if you come in with no experience and they hire you with no experiences, and then it's going to be easier for them to show you how to do what it is they do. I'm a network engineer. So I'm on the clock actually right now. This is the benefit of being able to work abroad and working in tech, because I know my job so well that I can, you know, do what I got to do, squeeze out about an hour of work, and then sit back and chill for 45 minutes or an hour, and then do it all over again that following hour like that. But tech is going to be the number one field. Then you have to, well, if you're not a tech person, then I saw the data entry. You know, there's a lot of data entry jobs that'll allow you to be able to work abroad.
That's the avenue I want to go down. Yeah.
Such as Airbnb, Home Depot, and Amazon, you know, but you got to have a mind frame to be able to do the customer service type of job. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be taking telephone calls, and that gets repetitive and it gets boring sometimes, you know, and some people get frustrated, you know, when they're dealing with different customers, but, you know, customer always first. So you just got to wrap your mind around that. But understand that it's a give and take for everything. You know what I mean? You have to give up something to get something. You know, so if you want to work abroad and just say, for example, Home Depot hire you and allow you to be able to work in an international space, you know, and shoot, man, if you don't really like customer service, but it's allowing you to live the life that you want, then you just got to suck it up and do that. You know, so originally when I came down, I came on a work visa, and I have actually a master's degree in educational leadership. And all I had to do was get certified with the TESOL or whatever it's called, to be able to teach English online, you know, and that's what I was doing for the first year that I was here with a company in Colombia. And, you know, after about a year, I was like, I'm done with this teaching thing. Cause I was a teacher for 12 years in the States too. So, you know, I didn't want to teach English no more. Plus they was paying me peanuts. I mean, I had another job, but you know, for the amount of work that I was doing and what they were paying me, I just said, you know what, let me go ahead and go back to the field that I know and try to locate me a job that'll allow me to be able to work international. And I did that. So, you know, and here I am today. I've been in Colombia for 20 months and running up on 2 years. And, you know, I'm not coming back to the United States to live whatsoever at all, under no circumstances, you know, and shucks, man, I can move around how I want to, do what I want to. I've been to 7 different cities in Colombia. I'm trying to run up them numbers, you know, you know, so I can bounce around. I can take my computer if I want to make an extended stay. If I'm in another, well, actually, I'm between Bogota and Cartagena. I usually spend about 2 weeks in Bogota, 2 weeks in Cartagena every month. So that's kind of my movement, unless I come up on like a festival that's happening, or, you know, I just want to go check out a new experience and stuff. And actually, you guys, whoever's in the chat, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can go to Learn Crypto TV, and then you can see my everyday life, as well as, you know, get some crypto education. And now my crypto education is geared to the beginner, and, you know, trying to help you guys understand, you know, the technicalities and what it takes to be able to invest in crypto successfully. You know, I'm a long-term person, so, you know, I always suggest holding on. And how to Big J escape to the DR, you know, he just kind of took what he just told y'all. He just kind of took some advice at that time when I was on the panel with Richie Rich at the time when Cardano and Ethereum was hot. You know, and then that's how he was able to make a quick flip on whatever he invested in into those two projects, you know. So, you know, that's just another way of making money to, you know, get your account balance up to where you want it. And, you know, it's easy. You just got to pay attention and do your own research and do it thoroughly before you throw your money in it. Because I'm not a financial advisor. So, you know, I don't be liking to tell people stuff that will, you know, they'll be coming back, man, Carlos, you told me to invest in this and look what it's doing, blah, blah, blah. So I always tell people, if you do it long-term, hold it. That way you don't have to worry about what the price action doing, because you holding it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of teach people to do it. But if you're smart enough, like Big J's escape, then that's definitely a way to be able to make money in crypto, trading it, you know, on a swing trade or a day trade type of situation. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it. But, you know, not to take up too much more talk time, I left the United States in 2021. But prior to that, how I gained my knowledge and how to live in a different country from what I knew, because I grew up in Tampa, Florida. And, you know, and I didn't have no passport until I was 30 years old. I didn't really use it until I was like 33, 34. And, you know, now I'm 42. I wish I had, you know, learned about this, my life that I'm living now. I wish I had learned about it when I was 25, 26. You know, I'd be a real OG in the game at that point in time, this point in time. But I was during the COVID, the March 2020, when they shut everything down, I actually was in a situation where I got stuck in Colombia. Like they shut down the airlines, shut down the borders. So I was like, damn, where the hell I'm finna go and what the hell I'm finna do? You know what I'm saying? And I had at that time, I had came down to celebrate my 40th birthday, and you know, and I was hanging out, chilling with this young lady, and you know, and I was able to go and stay with them for the 95-day time frame that I was here, and I learned how the currency system work, how to exchange money, what the price differences is in the items that I need to be able to survive, etc. And when I learned all of that, man, I went back to the States. Father's Day of 2020, that's when I got back. And then from June to September, I had put my plan together. And from September to March, I executed the plan. March 18th, 2021, I was out of there. And, you know, and I've been living a good life ever since. You know, my face looked like I might be 28, 29, 30. But, you know, that's just because I ain't got no stress.
Because black don't crack, man. Black don't crack.
That too.
Especially when you live in the life you want to live. Black do not crack when you live in the life you want to live.
Yeah, straight up.
Yes, that's a good story, man.
Yeah,
like I said, I've been, you know, I remember when you was over there, stuck in Cartagena and during the pandemic, and, you know, you kind of got thrown into remote, being a remote person. So,
Facts.
And, you know, it's the sky's the limit from there, man. So glad you could jump on, man, because I was like just talking about, hey, that's Carlos. He's doing remote work. He's living abroad. I'm like, I gotta get you on the show. I wish I had already thought about that, but sometimes I'd be so busy with all this stuff, man.
It's all good. Everything work out how it's supposed to in its time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, I usually try to keep it to an hour. We already 40 minutes over. But
I told you was gonna go over an hour. You didn't believe me that I'm gonna do an hour. I said, nah, it ain't gonna happen.
I thought, it's Super Monday Night Football and all that stuff. You got to be real funny around this time, man. So people got bets and fantasy football points to look at. So, I try to be.
Hold on, Adrian. Monday night what?
Football.
Yes, football.
Football? You use your foot? Football? Sure. No. Handball. Handball.
American.
Wow. Hey, give me just a second. I gotta run downstairs and go get my delivery, my food. You know what I mean? Give me just a second.
But Adrian, I'm gonna jump off. Thank you for all having me. Manners, respect, peace and love, and blessings and balance.
Oh yeah, appreciate you, man.
Thank you for coming. Safe travels. Safe travels.
Thank you. Bless.
Thank you. So
I think this is a good time to end it, since Carlos is gone to get his vittles.
Right, which he didn't drop off, but we when he come back, he will end it. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed the show. You have any more comments over here?
I was reflecting on my trip while I was out, and I actually took a vacation, so I did not do any remote working. I did gather a lot of content, if you want to call. I mean, that's working for me, but I had a lot of time to reflect on the past year, and I'm 46. Adrian's over 40 as well. You just talked to Carlos, who's 42, and I really want to speak to the young people that are out there and say, life can throw you a lot of things, and there's a lot of expectations that are going to be put on you from family obligations, but don't forget the things that bring you joy, things that bring you happiness, the things that make you a better version of you. Always find the time to invest in those things, and that's really what we try to promote here. We promote how remote working can fit into your lifestyle and how you can use it to your advantage to live the life that you want. And so I just want to say, invest in who you are, invest in what makes you happy, invest in what makes you a better version of yourself, so that you can continue to live the purpose-driven life that you were given. We're not here just meant to work. We are here to live and experience life and experience each other. And remote working, hopefully we drop some gems and give you some information to put you on a path of building the life that you want for yourself.
Yes, definitely. That was very well said, Tiff. But Carlos, we are about to end it. I have your information in the chat right there. Your latest video, actually, that's the link to your latest video. I definitely check that out myself. And I appreciate you coming on, brother, and dropping some great gems. Still stuff I didn't even know. I thought I knew everything about your history and your journey. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. Any parting words for you? Because you need to get to your dinner too. Hold up.
I think you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I be doing that. Yeah, definitely. You could, whatever you put your mind to, just know that it can be achieved. Listen, if somebody like me can take advantage of these opportunities to be able to live abroad, then anybody can do it. You just gotta basically, the fundamental part is have a plan, and follow through on each step of that plan. And you only can take out one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something that you desire, and I'm talking especially to those of who are single and you don't have any responsibilities and stuff like that, or your kids are out of the house, so they call it an empty nester. If you have all of that, and you want to get outside the country and live abroad, expand your dollar, in these different countries. If you're making USD, then you just got to look what's best for you in your situation, man. And and reach out to Travelmatic. You can also reach out to me via email, CryptoKingCarlos@gmail.com. And if you got any specific questions And then, just ask, and anybody else that scour YouTube, look for guys who do digital nomad work and take tips from them and put them all together and make it work for you. So that's what I would say to you. And then, pretty much, Travelmatic, appreciate you having me on the channel, man. If you you can reach out to me at any time, man. You want to do something like this, we can talk about whatever. It don't matter to me. And, just let me know, and then we'll go from there. Tiffany, it was good to meet you, and hopefully, and I need some female subscribers. I got 100% male subscriber base.
I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Literally just did it.
You literally the first female to subscribe to my channel.
And now you got to bring me on so I can enlist some more females to come and listen.
Right, I will do that because I got to start doing lives. My channel is not quite monetized. I gotta get these watch hours up, so it's forcing me to have to do the lives, because I do a lot of edited content. But anyhow, I'll work on that, and we'll be in touch, and we'll talk from there because I definitely want to get my female subscriber base up. My channel is relatively clean, so for these last few videos, I've been showing a little culos and stuff like that because I know that's what brothers be wanting to see. But at the same time, you're still getting top-notch crypto education, and that's really the focus of my channel. So but anyhow, like I said, pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we can work together in the future.
Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate you, man, my brother. And with that, I'm gone.
All right,
peace out, y'all.
Appreciate it, y'all. Oh, shoot.